Welcome to another exciting episode of Sunny Side Up right here on kosher.com. Today we have my very good friend Naomi Ross. We live near each other in Long Island. We've been friends for also a very long time as well. People used to mix us up, Naomi Nachman, Naomi Ross. So we finally got you on the show. What are we making today?
We are making Khachapuri.
Let's get started. Hi, I'm Naomi Nachman, and this is Sunny Side Up. So Naomi, what is Khachapuri? Am I saying it right?
It's hard to pronounce. I guess it's like a soft cha kind of
Khachapuri?
thing.
What cuisine is it?
It is Georgian, literally translated Georgian cheese bread. Khachapuri. Puri is bread, khacha is cheese, and it's sort of like Georgian pizza.
Where is Georgia on the map?
Think Russia, but not Russia proper. It's like one of the other states, but it's a very interesting cuisine because it's like you have like the Black Sea, and you have all these different confluences of cuisines that influence the cuisine there. So you have a lot of fresh produce. It's a lot of like really flavorful foods. Very different cuisine than Russian.
Okay, I am very excited to try this. Again, I've wanted to make this for a very long time. So here's a little secret to all the viewers and loyal watchers and fans of kosher.com. Whenever I want to learn how to make something, I invite a specialist from that cuisine and I invite them to my show. So I feel like I have a private cooking class, but at the same time, I get to share it with all the viewers. So with all the family, let's call it the kosher.com family. So the kosher.com family learns it along with the expert, and you are that expert today.
Well, I can't claim expertise in this. I can claim having really good khachapuri at Marani.
Oh, that's okay. They're in Queens, New York.
They actually are the ones who taught me about what it is. And what we're going to be doing is an ajaruli khachapuri, which is the most iconic boat-shaped one. Okay. It looks sort of like a boat. It has an egg in the center. That's what everybody sort of knows of when they think about that dish. But it's really only just one type of khachapuri. In each different region of the country, there's different like traditions for how to make it. There's like a covered round style, there's this boat-shaped one, there's a few different kinds. So that's the one we're gonna be making because in my opinion, it's the most fun. And people love seeing the whole egg action.
Okay, well, we're gonna watch you do that whole egg action. All right, so what's first? What do we have to do first?
So first we're going to be making a dough. It is a yeasted dough, very similar to a pizza dough, but we are going to be using milk instead of water to activate our yeast, a little bit of sugar, similar to a pizza dough. Okay, so here we have warmed milk, and we're going to add to that some yeast.
Okay.
And we're going to add some sugar just to help it activate a little
So
sweetness.
this is like instant dry yeast?
Yes. Actually this.
Okay.
Yep, and we're just going to activate it together. Always use a warmed liquid when you're activating yeast.
But not too hot.
Not too hot, or else you kill it. So, and I don't mean kill it in a good way.
Right, because yeast is a live active ingredient.
Yeah.
So you want to keep it, and you want to love it and feed it, and sugar is love.
I like to say you want like bath temperature. In the meantime, let's put our dry ingredients into the bowl. We have 2 cups of bread flour here, and I'm going to make a little bit of a well. But I'm also going to add some salt. Just give this a little bit of a stir. Now, if you have like a dough hook, if you have a stand mixer, that makes easy work of it. If you happen to have that, then all you have to do is throw everything into the machine and it just kneads the whole thing for you. But this is so simple to put together that you can do it by hand as well.
Okay.
And we made a little well there. And then into the well, we're going to be adding our milky yeast mixture. You see how it's just starting to foam
activate.
Up, just starting to activate. So we're going to add it in just like this. I like to give it a little start just with a spoon until I can't mix it anymore, and then I take over by hand. So this is the same thing you would do if you were making a pizza dough, but this is a dairy dough, and we are adding in butter also. I'm going to add that in.
Oh, and it's not even melted butter.
It's softened butter. If you have a mixer, that will make very quick work of it. You might have to mash it a bit. Certainly don't use...
I've got gloves. I've got good strong hands.
Don't use hard butter is all I'm saying.
Right, because hard butter's cold,
yeah,
and you want it to be softened.
Yeah.
It also affects the dough as well. Here, do you want me to?
You want to take over?
Yeah, I can get down and.
Okay, so
get my hands dirty
here.
Get
your hands dirty a little bit.
You bought the recipe, I'll bring the muscle.
For those of you guys who like to do kneading at home, once you see that it sort of comes away from the sides of the bowl and it...
Can I dump it onto the table?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
don't like to put it onto my surface until it at least has like a semblance of a ball. So that's pretty good. I think this is not the first dough you've kneaded.
No.
That's pretty good.
I always show people that I put my hands up, my palms up, the top side, then I roll it forward towards me, then with the back of my hands I push away, and then I turn it again. Roll it towards me, push it away with the back of my palms, and then I turn it.
That's a great method because then you really get to all the different parts of the dough. And sometimes I have students that say to me like, oh, you know, it's not coming together, and I'll see that they have like a pocket of flour in the middle, and that's pretty much because they didn't get to all the different places.
So then you say, just keep kneading, just keep kneading, just keep kneading. So Naomi, while I keep on kneading, tell me about all the cooking that you do and the teaching.
So I've been a cooking instructor for almost 20 years. We started almost around the same time, I would say. And over the years, I've had a lot of pretty much all ages. I would say anywhere from ages 3 till, I think my oldest student was 97 years old.
No way, that's amazing.
Yeah, she was pretty cool. So a lot of ages and stages, but you know, I like to go through the basics. I like to make sure everybody has a lot of skills and build up their confidence.
All right, what goes inside the khachapuri?
Okay, so this is going to be a 3 cheese filling.
Ooh, you had me at 3 cheese.
And it's yummy. Ooh. So we're going to put in some mozzarella cheese.
What's that one?
This is actually feta because the Georgian cheese, this is the most similar in terms of the saltiness.
What is Georgian cheese?
I don't know the name in Georgian, but it's like a salty kind of a crumbly cheese.
A salty, crumbly, feta-like cheese.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not exactly the same, but you get the saltiness.
We're going to have Anna from Morani on the show.
Yes. And this is a cottage cheese. So that gives a little creaminess. And just an egg to bind it together.
The old egg trick.
That's it. Would you like to do the honors?
I will do the honors.
This is very easy for me. I just tell you what to do.
I know, and I love to do it. Much easier now. Do you have to, and you didn't salt it because...
No, I didn't salt it. I actually changed my original recipe. I had a little bit of salt, and I took it out because the feta just adds enough salt.
So much salt.
Yeah.
Enough? Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, salt, you should have a pinch of salt in everything.
Yes.
I guess the salt's already in the cheese.
There's enough feta in there.
Is this mixed enough?
Just one more turn.
Oh.
Yeah, that's good. Because you want it to be able to mound in the center of the
dough.
Oh,
I see. How's that?
Good. Perfect.
Perfect. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm uncovering it.
Okay, I'm going to cut this guy in half because this is going to yield 2 khachapuris.
Okay.
So I'm going to leave the other one in the bowl until we're ready for it. You can cover that back up if you want.
Oh, okay. I'll set that aside. Because you don't want the dough to get a crust on top.
Yeah, that way it buys us a little bit of time.
Okay.
So we have this here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it into an oblong shape, meaning not circular, but more of like oval. I'll show you.
We're going to learn together, guys. We're going to learn together. Okay, I'll hold this.
Now, if you feel like if your dough is really sticky, you can always take a little bit of extra flour and just sprinkle on your parchment. But the reason I'm doing it directly on the parchment is because then I don't have to worry about transferring finished items.
because it's delicate.
Yeah. So there we go. And what we're going to do now is we're going to fill it with our filling. If you have to, you can even stretch it.
How thin should it be?
That's a good question. Good question.
Thank you. I asked the hard questions here.
So I would say you want it to be about like a 1/3 inch thick. And if you are in a jam, you can always use a pizza dough if you don't want to make your own dough.
Oh, we like a good cheat. I actually have a good...
I follow my own hacks. I give hacks and shortcuts, and I follow my own hacks sometimes.
Right, you don't do it the long way. Sometimes you do it the short way.
Sometimes even I do it the short way. And what we're going to do now is, I'm going to stretch this a little bit out in the center just for the shape. Okay, good. And we're going to put about half of the mixture.
Oh, because we're saving the other one for the other half.
Yeah.
So smart.
And I'm going to just mound it up like so in the middle.
Okay, seems quite easy so far.
So far, so good. There you go. And what I'm going to do is leave, you see how I have this whole border here?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is fold in from these sides to create a twist at the end.
Okay, so can I do this side?
Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah. And then twist, twist, twist at the end.
Like just like that,
Yep.
and then
pull and twist. Yeah.
pull and twist.
Yeah, there you go.
My first time making khachapuri.
Pretty good.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, and this is sort of just encasing that cheese filling. Okay.
Okay,
and
I'm trying to like memorize it, like what I'm doing. I can also watch the episode again when it is, which is now.
At this point now, because we did it right on the parchment, it's very easy. We can just
I love parchment paper. It's my best friend in the kitchen.
just slide it right
Just
on.
makes life so much easy.
And the only thing left to do is a little egg brush.
I'll make it pretty with an egg wash, shiny.
Just the outside of the dough.
Okay.
That's all you have to do. Just gives it a nice finish. It's very pretty. Just brush it right on.
And how long do we bake this for?
We are going to bake this for 10 to 14 minutes on 400 degrees.
So it's a little bit on the higher side.
It is on the higher
But
side.
Then again, pizza also bakes quite high.
This is not the whole baking though. So let me just walk you through this.
All right, so to the oven?
To the oven.
12 minutes, let's go.
Okay. All right, let's go get it.
All right, off you go. She's got the mitts, Naomi's gonna go get them. I'm putting Naomi to work now. I needed the dough.
Ooh-wee.
My God, Naomi, that looks amazing. So
Look at
now,
that. Yum.
this is 12 minutes, right?
So
This has
was
been in the oven for about
13 minutes.
13
minutes, yeah.
Okay.
And what we're going
Okay.
to do now is this is not leaving the oven. It's only pretend leaving the oven.
Okay.
Because we're going to take the back of a spoon. We're going to make a little indentation right over here.
Close up.
And then we're going to pour this egg right in the well, right there, like that. And now we're going to put it back in the oven and let this set for about 5 minutes.
Okay, great. Oh, I can't wait to see this.
5 minutes.
All right, Naomi.
Let's do it.
We did it. Okay.
Oh, look at this
All
guy.
right, at you, Naomi.
Now you see it's still sort of like jiggly. That's okay.
You want it jiggy?
As long as it's mostly set, because what we're going to do now.
Okay.
Now this is a little crazy.
I'm going to pay very careful attention.
Just hold on to your hat there, all right? We are going to take this large sum of butter over here.
It had me at butter.
And everything's better with butter. And we are just going to plop that guy right in like that. And it is going to melt upon contact. Now, they serve it like this in the restaurant, and I had no idea how to eat it. This is the only recipe in my book that I actually had to give instructions for, not just how to make it, but how to eat it.
You don't just eat it with cutlery like this.
No, you don't. That's
This
how you
is
eat
like
it.
an interactive meal between you and the food.
So this is what I learned, is that the proper way to eat a khachapuri is to basically beat up the egg and butter so it becomes like an emulsified.
Egg, butter, and cheese.
It becomes like fondue. It's like basically self-contained fondue. And then you tear and then you tear off the bread and you dip it in, and that is how you eat it.
So let's do this. You were saying in your book you had to do a picture. Can you tell us a little bit about your book before we eat?
My book is called The Giving Table. It is a book about the giving that we do through our food and through our cooking. So it has, yes, 160 beautiful recipes and step-by-step pictures. It even has some QR codes that take you to videos of me showing you how to do certain skills.
Amazing.
But threaded throughout the book is the idea that basically the cooking and the food we make is all a vehicle for giving. And I take you through different opportunities for how we give.
Such as?
There's, you know, chesed opportunities, what I like to call culinary chesed, cooking for a family who just had a baby or for a shiva house. But then there's also like the day-to-day cooking that we do for our own families that is also an act of giving.
Mother to children.
You know, cooking for your family, a Shabbat meal, having guests for a holiday, you know. Something like this I love to make for Hanukkah because it's cheesy and it's fun food, and also because it has to be ready like, you know, you want to eat it right after it comes out. So this is like, for me, this is party food. It's because it's like indulgent, it's rich, and it's a lot of fun. So I have menus in the back for all different occasions like this. I think that there are different needs for all the different kinds of cooking that we do. So there are menus for that. I just want to say one
thing about Naomi. Her book is called The Giving Table, but she's the most giving person, from teaching
she's so nice.
To
okay,
being a friend.
I'll keep you as a friend.
To being a friend.
Mostly because she flatters me on air.
Well, really, I always tell that Naomi's my foodie rabbitson, you know. She knows so much. She brings Torah into her food all the time. She knows cooking skills. She knows Torah. She ties it all in together, and you share it by giving over your information.
Tying it all in is the goal. That's what I try to do here, anyways, to try to bring it all together.
You've done a great job. So
thank you.
Everyone, go grab a copy. All right, let's eat this.
We're going to whip this.
How are we going to eat this?
We are going to whip this up. It is messy. This is not date food.
It smells amazing.
It is not date food, but it is really, really good. It is comfort food. So I'll say it like that. You see that?
Jaws
You got the
watering.
pull. You got the pull here.
The cheese pull.
The cheese pull. There you go.
All right.
Oops, there we go. Right onto you.
Stunning. I love it. I love how we plated that up. Naomi. Amazing. Okay, how are we eating this? Show me.
All right. First, I got to pull my sleeves.
We're going to roll up our sleeves. Okay.
Got to tear off from the end.
Okay. This smells amazing. I don't think I can wait any longer.
And then you just dig it in there.
Dig it in. Guys, we're just going to say, for recipes and more like this, go to kosher.com. We're going to go eat. See you next time.
Bye.
All right, bye. My back.
Do a back stretch. So, neither don't know. Okay.
How do we look? How do we look? Good? No flying hairs? All right, let's go.
we lost our spoon.